6 RBIs, helping lead the Orioles to the win over the Mets 13-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Rays picked up 4.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Standing in, Tim Beckham. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Orioles, third baseman, number 1.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, Chris Davis is a guy that everyone's waiting to break out. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
In 2 pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets an out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
Here's Manny Machado now. He went deep last night twice. First pitch on its way. Dribbled down the third baseline. To his right, Frazier. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Chris Davis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now for the O's, Jonathan Schoop. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this...
And his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. Alex Cobb is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, we had a chance to talk to the manager before this game, and the one thing he stressed to us is the opposition's defense is a little handicapped at times, making a ton of errors lately. So preach to his offense that they had to put the ball in play. Don't be afraid to play a little old school. Choke up with 2 strikes. Make them get you out. Make them have to beat you and not beat yourself.
Way out in front. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Rasmus, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He's a long ball threat, of course. Currently number 4 in the National League home run race. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. A bouncer to the left side. To his left. Beckham. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
Jones swings and hits it very well to left. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Right side, hit hard. Rivera brings it in on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Frazier's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 55, Alex Cobb.
So here's the Orioles pitcher, Alex Cobb. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Orioles get 1 on the home run by Adam Jones. On to the bottom of inning number 2. All even now at 1-1. Next for the Mets, Todd Frazier. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Frazier could find himself a member of the National League All-Star squad this year, and he's had a nice season so far. Currently second in fan votes among third basemen.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7th, second baseman, T.J. Rivera.
Next up for New York, T.J. Rivera will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Plawecki stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Rivera is off of first with 2 away. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. They'll go to Schoop at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Tim Beckham.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, man. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Conforto has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Manny Machado. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. High in the air into shallow left center. Cespedes coasts under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Noah Syndergaard.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Mancini moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
That's shortstop, number 7.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. Beckham scoops it up, and he is out at first as Reyes couldn't quite beat out the bunt that time.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
First pitch on its way. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Here's Jonathan Schoop now as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So with 1 away now, that'll bring in the dangerous Adam Jones. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Rivera picks it up on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Ready for another chance? Colby Rasmus. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Fouled straight back, and that got up here to the press box. The 1-2. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Into the box, Caleb Joseph. 1-0 the count. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1. Stepping in now, Alex Cobb. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now stepping in and ready for another shot. Yoenis Cespedes got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Line drive to center field. Jones is right there, 1 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Taken in by Machado. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Here's Todd Frazier now. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Rasmus to the track. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier, number 197 in his career, and the Mets have made this a 3-2 ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Hit out towards second. Scope is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets do get 1 back, though, on the solo. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tim Beckham. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In there for strike one, 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Popped him up. And he'll put this away for the second out.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
Digging in once again, Manny Machado. It was a walk in his last trip. Out in front of it, strike 1. Now here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch ripped on the ground to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
No hits to this point. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Orioles strand a couple. They're up 3-2. Digging in to try it again, T.J. Rivera, a base hit in his first trip.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Rasmus. 1 out. Striding into the box, Kevin Plawecki. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Jones, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So stepping in, Noah Syndergaard. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Dribbled up the line. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just a 1 out. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to right field. Schoop moving to his left, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Adam Jones. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Jones around first, thinking 2 here. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
their own pitcher is absolutely stealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Cespedes ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Caleb Joseph will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike two. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and time.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. Ready for another shot now, Michael Conforto. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well out of here. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's Jay Bruce now. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Jones going back to the track, to the wall. And that one is gone. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce, the 297th of his career, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. He swings and grounds it to short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 22, Dominic Smith.
Digging in to try it again, Dominic Smith. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Grounded to the right. And that's through for this first base hit in this one.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Standing in now, T.J. Rivera. This is hit softly to third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim Beckham. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Right there for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tim Beckham becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Ground ball foul down the left side. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. This game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baltimore.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Jones. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Adrian Gonzalez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Gonzalez.
Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 3 runs already home here. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and they double him up. It's 8-4. Jay Bruce will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Giro, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
1-1 to count. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Hansel Robles has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 47.
Here's Chris Davis now. First pitch of the at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Jonathan Schoop is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jonathan Schoop goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Richard Blyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Digging in once again, Dominic Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Third baseman, Dominic Smith.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the upper deck, but foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, T.J. Rivera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion. In now, Kevin Plawecki. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Juan Lagares.
Two out, nobody on. Here's a pop-up now. Machado has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Orioles, and it's opened up now 9-4. Paul Sewell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. In now for the O's, Colby Rasmus. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Digging in and looking for more, Caleb Joseph. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Danny Valencia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 47.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Bruce will come over for a look, but this will wind up back in the crowd, a foul ball. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Valencia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. Frazier has room in foul territory. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Mets jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Noah Syndergaard earns win number 7 on the season.